quick onto that in the infield.
Short and wide, did well to get some bat on that.
This is everything.
Rabada with a superb delivery. Got them trying to drive, but messing everything up.
Right off the middle of the bat.
Lovely shot, gets on the drive, just powers that over the boundary. Wonderful timing.
I'd like to see them aim for the top of off now. As a bowler, you've got to make them play on your terms. Time that brilliantly.
The fielder could only pick that up off the boundary rope, punch that away through the covers with exquisite timing.
Gill, don't think will be too happy with their bowler at the moment. Ease through the field. There'll be runs here. There'll be one run here for them. A big opportunity. They've worked hard in recent weeks. They should have the confidence to build an innings and get big runs on the board. Well placed. Should get a single.
Sharma gets off the mark.
12 runs added there. Hyderabad are none for 12. The right-arm medium bowler is coming on to bowl from the south end. That's right out of the middle of the bat.
Found the gap with ease. Wasn't the worst ball you'll see, but it still raced to the rope.
That last ball isn't something you'd want to see a repeat of. You don't want to be giving easy runs away. Timed it nicely. They'll look for a couple, you'd think.
You could see by how it whistled away for the boundary just how sweetly this was timed.
Just need to keep it simple. Line and length, around about off stump, and that'll force the mistake. Doesn't beat the infield.
Hit that well off the back foot, but couldn't beat the field.
Nicely played. Perfect timing.
That went all the way up toward the grandstand for 4, driven away nicely.
A boundary off the last ball. Is it a sign they're trying to push the run rate? Wow, that's missed a lot.
A bit of frustration after that shot, went after it, but just couldn't lay a bat on it.
Nicely taken. Quick to latch onto it.
It's the sort of dismissal that sees the momentum swing back to the bowler. Gone, but not for many.
With the fall of that wicket, the new batter comes out to the crease. They're quick to take guard and face up. Power and precision in that shot.
Had all the time in the world to get in position to play that ball. Timed it nicely for 4 runs.
always difficult to focus after what happened last ball, but you just got to stay positive and believe the wicket will come.
That was a tremendous delivery, fizzed through to the keeper. No more short balls this over.
Incredible shot, straight through the covers, 4 runs.
Fine placement and enough timing to get that ball away to the boundary.
Getting nicely settled at the crease now. Would have been really happy with that last shot. Saw that early. No one's catching that. Great shot.
That ball was just an invitation that was accepted by return of post. Rabada will be disappointed with that delivery.
A little short on that occasion. Needs to adjust the length slightly to be just a little fuller. Too short on this pitch, and as we've seen already, it makes it very easy to score.
No trouble at all to punch it away to the boundary for 4. A poor delivery.
It can be very disheartening seeing good deliveries smacked around. Sometimes you've just got to accept it and move on. A real beauty, just times it so well.
Well, that was a really solid shot. Read the length early to get onto the front foot, and that raced away for 4.
Do they go full? Do they go short? A lot to ponder after the boundary. Into the gap. Nice shot.
There's minimal follow through, just great timing to punch it through the field for 4.
Drives and misses everything.
It was a good comeback after that boundary last ball.
Timed that perfectly.
Got it well enough to get it away to the boundary, a poor delivery and a fine shot in the end.
Don't mind getting hit for runs. What's important is to focus on getting the next ball right. Chance to run 2. Gone. Brilliant in the field.
An innings that promised much and really, in the end, delivered very little. Pretty disappointing all round.
Coming to the wicket, they'll be looking to play within the V early and expand as they get settled. Beaten on the drive. Oh, what a shot that is off your first ball.
That was a big hit, incredible power, just incredible. Nothing wrong with the delivery, but it still goes for 6.
A little short on that occasion. Needs to adjust the length slightly to be just a little fuller. Too short on this pitch, and as we've seen already, it makes it very easy to score.
That's wild. Nothing elegant about that shot. It's not timing it at all. It's poor play.
Oh, wow, that's missed a lot.
A bit of frustration after that shot, went after it, but just couldn't lay a bat on it.
Right out of the middle.
Saw it from the moment it left the hand, latched onto it and given the full treatment.
You can see how good this pitch can be for batting. You want the player coming forward, but it's a tight margin. Only a touch full, put away. Great work. Held their nerve while the ball was in the air and takes a good catch.
It's the sort of dismissal that sees the momentum swing back to the bowler. Gone, but not for many.
It's a long way to walk out here just to walk straight back. They'll just want to get this first one behind them and then push on. Drives and misses everything.
Maybe they didn't pick it up. Very late on the shot.
Really playing all their shots that over. Really expensive. A new bowler is coming into the attack. Flew away with pace. Brilliant timing.
A good way to push up the run rate. They'll be 50 in no time with shots like that.
Gill, I don't think would be too happy with their bowler at the moment. Great timing, right off the knee to the back.
That's a brilliantly aggressive shot. Gets onto the front foot and it's flown over the boundary.
It can be very disheartening seeing good delivery smacked around. Sometimes you just got to accept it and move on. That's going a long way. What a shot that is.
Well, it's a case of blink and you miss it with this innings. 50 brought up, and what a devastating passage of play it's been.
I'd like to see them aim for the top of off now. As a bowler, you've got to make them play on your terms. That's that one.
I don't think there's any bat on that as they come through for the single.
Timed that brilliantly.
That was seen so early. The timing was brilliant and that has stayed hit. Fantastic.
Boundary off the last ball. What's to come off this delivery, I wonder? Middle that one. Great timing.
Managed to get off the front foot early and just incredible power to loft that one over the boundary.
Playing all their shots in that over. A very expensive over.
That was a tremendous delivery. Fizzed through to the keeper. No more short balls this over.
Great shot through the gap.
Found the gap with ease. Wasn't the worst ball you'll see, but it still raced to the rope.
Getting nicely settled at the crease now. Would have been really happy with that last shot. That That's off the middle of the bat.
Had all the time in the world to get in position to play that ball. Timed it nicely for 4 runs.
Boundaries are flowing. They need to find a dot ball or two to slow things down again. Good shot. It's found the gap.
Just need one of the cameramen to send that one back. A little bit of width, but clinically put away.
They shouldn't get too discouraged with that last ball. First step as a bowler is to get the batter playing, which they've managed. If they can find the right spot, the reward will eventually come. A couple on offer here.
A little flick of the wrist to get it round the corner for an easy run.
Out of the middle of the bat.
Solid partnership, 50 so far. Now it's time to really build a big score.
That last ball isn't something you'd want to see a repeat of. You don't want to be giving easy runs away. Straight to the fielder. End of the over. End of the restrictions. I'm sure there'll be some big fielding changes coming. Gujarat are now allowed 5 fielders outside the circle. Going with spin now. Nice shot.
Lovely shot. Gets on the drive, just powers that over the boundary. Wonderful timing.
Do they go full? Do they go short? A lot to ponder after the boundary. Yep, right off the middle of the bat.
Well, that was just textbook. Finds the space and power to lift that ball over the top, and it just keeps going.
Tried for something a bit different the last ball. The captain shouldn't mind that. If they get it right, they might just get the wicket. Nice shot, runs possible. There'll be 1 run here for them.
Got forward well and was able to drive the ball. A lovely shot and good running.
Absolutely nailed it.
With shots like that, it's not going to be long before the 100 is up. That was a really well-timed stroke.
Don't need to do anything special. Line and length is the key.
That's what you pay the entrance money for. It's flown into the crowd. A brilliant shot off the front foot. No need to move.
A boundary off the last ball. Is it a sign they're trying to push the run rate?
Exquisitely down the front foot. A gorgeous looking drive. Could have been worth more.
End of the over. Hyderabad are 2 for 137. Khan coming into the attack from the south end. Got all of it, and for 6.
Off the front foot, hit it with all the power and elegance of a batter, right at the top of their game.
Always difficult to focus after what happened last ball, but you just got to stay positive and believe the wicket will come. That's an unbelievable shot into the crowd.
Khan could do nothing about it. Hammered out the ground, just watched it sail away.
all-rounder is putting the pressure on the bowler to respond. There'll be runs here.
That single is just edging the score closer to a century. Looking a wee bit nervous, you've just got to control the nerves and remember to play each shot on its merits.
Well placed, should get a single. Ease through the field. There'll be runs here. Got right in behind it.
Right over the top of it, nicely smothering the side.
A brilliant over for the batting side. Not so for the bowlers. Great shot, at least one on offer.
Head is now just one away from 100. No doubt we'll see the field come up now. They're not going to make it easy for them.
They'll get at least one.
Lovely piece of batting. The century comes up, and this has been a really well-controlled innings. Hasn't given the bowlers much of a chance, that's for sure.
Gone, played all around it.
ఒక సైడ్ కొట్టబోయి ఇంకో సైడ్ కొట్టాను, అది రాంగ్ షాట్ అయింది, వికెట్ పడిపోయిందండి.
Entertaining performance with the bat. Certainly a good wicket to get. The runs were really starting to flow.
Classen is new to the crease. They'll be keen to field back on ball early on. Super piece of timing.
6 ఇదే విన్నింగ్ షాట్ అండి, అయిపోయింది, మ్యాచ్ అయిపోయింది.
Extremely comfortable win, just so brilliant on so many.
Sunrisers Hyderabad won by 7 wickets.
That level of skill shown, it was a masterclass.
There was only one team in this one.
గుజరాత్ టైటన్స్ 20 ఓవర్లో 160 కొట్టారండి, 4 వికెట్లు పడిపోయినాయి.
See you again soon.
అదే మనం 8 ఓవర్ల 5 బాల్లో స్కోర్ అనేది చేంజ్ చేసేసాం, 3 వికెట్లు పడినాయండి. నా వీడియోని చాలామంది చూస్తున్నారు కానీ ఎవరు సబ్స్క్రైబ్ చేయట్లేదండి. సో ప్లీజ్ కొంచెం సబ్స్క్రైబ్ చేయండి.